So before you start, I started off by leveling the top of the hair to the level the customer wants, then also leveling the down, so that I start with my first step. This is a 3-step fade. So you cut your first step, your second step, then blend your second and the third, and you are done. After we are done, we'll do the black dye and all the shaping, and you guys will be part of this journey. So let's go. So now let's start. I've done the leveling and everything. So this is the framework of this whole haircut. As I told you earlier, people will just start by cutting their step before they do their leveling. That's also fine. But for me, it doesn't give me that absolute look I want, because when you do it this way, it helps you to get exactly the length. In cutting my first step, usually when the person wants the C cap to be around, what I do is that I always cut it um, almost an inch. So that's what you see. And this is an afro, kind of short afro. So you shouldn't let it go very low. If it goes very low, working around the back wouldn't give you that. It will kind of swing back, and that wouldn't give you that perfection you want. So make sure that you are cutting just an inch, so that the second step also be almost an inch, to lengthen the space you use for your fading, and that way you will get the accurate work you want. Anytime I'm explaining. And you see, I'm not using the sharpest clipper here because I don't want the step to be very uh, sharp. I want to get a blunt end so that cleaning it wouldn't be difficult. So I will create my dart. And if you notice, I didn't do it this way. If I do it this way, it will cut a line that will delay me in cleaning. And customers are always in a hurry. They want to leave. So please use the methods that is going to help you achieve um, what make you finish early. So that's it. So at this point, I'll change the clipper and use the sharp one to clear this. This is the sharpest clipper, the W mark. I've spoken about that already. So if you want to buy one, you can also contact me and I'll get you one. So you see how sharp the clipper is. If I use this one to create my first step, cleaning it will delay because it goes very deep to the skin. So if you want to use a clipper for your beard, for your private part and all that, I would recommend this one for you. It's not very expensive, but it's expensive. This is a trimmer, actually. This is a trimmer. Most barbers don't really know the difference. The one that has gear system that I will introduce right next after this is the clipper, and this one that is for shave and all that is the trimmer. So that is the trimmer you see right there. I'm done cleaning and pick a clipper for the first step. For the second step, so if you notice the second step I'm creating, I'm kind of flicking out so that it doesn't create a very sharp or distinct line at the end of the fade, so that blending it will not be very difficult. So just follow this movement of your wrist. So when you give a clipper to, this is what I said is called clipper because of the gear system. When you give a clipper to a newbie or an upcoming barber, you see they are swinging their hand this way. It's the wrist movement. Your wrist watch this part. It's like you're playing drums. Make sure you are swinging your wrist, and that shows your professionalism as a barber. So make sure that the second step is extended to match up with the style of the customer. This particular one, because I'll leave some a little bushy hair on top, extend the step so that blending it, after the blend, you get to understand what I'm trying to communicate. You get to understand. So I started off by going it all the way back, all the way back. Then when I cut and see the outcome, I'll be adding little by little to achieve what I want. So your barber, as a barber, your eye and your hand, that's the whole thing. What do we need on something here, so don't be following people on the internet and say cinema way say, cinema way say, and that is exactly how you want to do it. No, you are using your hand, your eye. If you swing, does it give you the results you want? No. If it doesn't, then change it. It's very simple. Hmm? It's that simple. So now that I'm done with this part, I'll hold the clipper this way and follow the path of growth of the hair. You see, I'm not going that way. I'm going kind of sideways because that is how this particular customer's hair grows. If I change the pattern of the part of the hair growth, it will go deeper than I'm expecting it. I mean, the hair will cut down more than I expected. So always use your eyes, your senses, And it makes this thing so fun. It's not a job anymore. It's not difficult. You will just be playing around somebody's head, and by the time you notice, you are done giving somebody a very nice feel. You see how fast the second step is blending to the third step. And I usually blend the second and the third first before. And the reason is that, in blending the hair, the one that can skip you and you will not see whether you have done the perfect work is the second to third. I mean, this particular part. Because when you clean this line and you have not even blended this part, the haircut already looks fine. And you will take it that maybe you are done or kind of something. But when you are blending this one, this is always there, it doesn't go anywhere. So you blend this one. So this skin part will give you clear eyesight to see whether this has properly blended or not. You understand? So after you are done blending this one perfectly, you can just get the line and clean it. That one is never skip it because you are blending to skin, and that part you are blending to hair. So just don't be using people's method. Understand each and every method you are using and why you are using it. Not that somebody is using it and you don't understand what you're doing. Don't always do that. Oh, blending really, and that's all blending in skin. You wanna blend it. Make sure you blend your second and third step before you blend the skin. So just notice how I'm blending. You see how it goes? I'm kind of putting the machine to around 37 degrees and pressing it not very hard on the person's skin. So you are working in between the comfort of the customer and the quality of work or the quality of food you want to give the customer. Don't focus too much on your quality and be killing the customer. And don't also focus on the comfort of the customer too much and be spoiling your fade. So it's always in between the two. And when you do that, you will get the outcome you want and the fire fade that we achieve all the time. So you see, everybody Francis. I'm a professional barber and I'm a biomedical scientist. I sell all kinds of barbershop equipment and clippers, salon items, and whatever you buy from us, you get it on time. So those of you who have gotten your parcels from us, you can put it in the comment section for people to see the good work we are doing to help GH barbers. And if you want to also purchase your own clipper and trimmer for yourself and your family, you can as well do that. So I am now taking away the line to complete the fade, and that's what is happening right there. I have a clipper, a specific clipper I use for the cleaning of the line. But it looks like this particular customer's hair is cleaning with that clipper. That one is, the blade is a bit smooth and it gives you that elegant fade. So see the distance of the fade. This way, let me give you the facts about this. When the person is walking away, when your customer is walking away, stand very far and watch the customer. If you don't extend your fade, your haircut will look like a check. Somebody a Chelsea person, because you will not notice the fade that much. But when you extend the fade like this and the person is going, you see very nice transformation from the skin to the face of the head. So that is the hack you can also use. So let me take the clipper I told you guys that I use for the fade. Always clean your customer. Oh god. Then start the clearing. If you notice that it is not going, the line is not clean, then you are adding a bit by bit. And also another hack is when you start to clear the line, let's say this is the line, make sure that immediately you start on the line, you are not clearing the line, you are cleaning around the line to soften the line. And when the line is successfully softened, you can now increase or push your gear all the way to close the guard so you clear your line. So it's that simple. It's that simple. If you don't have any question, you can also put it in the comment section and I will address that. This is the practical section. We've done the theoretical part already. It's on the blackboard, whiteboard over there. So the practical is very important because haircut is like riding a bicycle. If you watch it and you don't practice it, you cannot do it. It will be very fancy in your head. It will seem in your head that you know how to do it. I can do it. It's the same as dancing. If somebody is dancing and you are dancing in your head, it's easier. But when you get down on your feet, then you will notice how body moves when the beat starts to play. So please go and practice it, and you'll be. So I think there's enough. This is enough on the fade because of time. So I'll end the fade here so that when it gets to the hairline, I'll let you see how I do it. Then also the line up from the hair to the beard, from the hair to the beard. So always start from the middle, this part, and work your way either to the left or to the right. But usually, the place where you think there are not enough hair, that is the place you should do first, so that you match up with the part that has hair. And also, don't push too back into the client's hairline because. So let's go. This is the blue mark. Always use this finger to spread the skin of the customer like this. So it is resting on the finger. The trimmer is resting on the finger. You understand? That way. So just a little bit of hair. Man, TV be brave. So person sharp, person sharp. Oh, person sharp. Now I'm moving hairline so quick. So you can still sharp it or get sharp just by taking the little hairs, the edges, so that you don't push the customer back and you don't pull the hairline back. You see my body position? I'm kind of taking an arc. It's a continuous arc. You see how it started from here? If I twist my hand to say I want it to be straight and do this, I've messed up. So that is it. And the trimmer, make sure that on for blade no man no kese bebre else ebe customer na ya. The country me na man say blade na ba no ko akese na man ya na. Trimmer na me dey see one na twem. I say enye noise so. So let's do the side. The side is supposed to stand not 90 degrees. Something less than 90 degrees. So engineer was it. I it's a dark. And that is the reason why I enhance it, because you see the line is there, but not very sharp. So as a barber, you don't use the pencil and chalk and things for your hairline. It is the clipper we use. But the enhancer, the dice will just let your shapes pop up. So this is the C cap. This part is the C cap. Use the corners of the clipper to take a very nice C cap. That's it. You understand? And this particular customer wants a boy. He wants to garnish this whole process with a line. So right in the corner there, in a very straight line, do like you're putting the clipper there, but you are not putting it there. Then you land finally. Make sure that by the time you land, you are landing at the right part, and still the clipper is resting on this finger, so that it directs the blade, it directs the trimmer to the place you want it to be. If the trimmer is hanging like this and you're doing it, little push on your hand, you will just mess up. Imagine you shaving a groom. Now I don't food no idea gonna push on. Where the need to wash it down never to wash. So all the time use strategies and techniques that will not let you make a mistake. I remember when I was in school, anytime I'm shaving, my guys around me, I give football changes whilst I'm shaving. So that is where I took that strategy from. Because maybe I get you'll be there before them, you cannot be payment. I was all the time there, so oh me one. We try boy be me one some no way you know if you got no more than that. So you see, a boy no, we are not the blade. I am make a clear you don't let it be too wide, bro. Okay, let's work on the beard. Then you may be a new beard. No, if you notice, now you saw how to use the corners, do your curving to put it. This is what we call the C cap. This C, you see there, is what is joining the straight line and the beard. So when I shave this thing off and I don't get any silica, we call it high fade. So now that you've seen one part of the beard, I'll off the camera and do the other part. So when I get to the dye, you join me with the dye as well. So notice this one. This is supposed to be parallel, you know. So the curve you put here, match it up with the base, parallel lines. So more I'm say mass na ye Pythagoras theorem and to aduane no. Aduane na ye to ni. You are making sure that the length is kind of parallel. That will give you the elegant and the accurate professional look on your customer. So nice. I told you guys that the dyes are just enhancers. So don't put all your strength on the dye and chalk and powder and those stuff. No. Make sure that the work you have done with the dye, the customer is so proud to go out. The dyes are just going to enhance the sharpening of the edges where you have used the clipper to line up. You understand? So we are going straight to the dye. So this is my dye. I mixed it down before we started this whole haircut process. It's ready. This is my comb I use for the process. And this is the dye. Made it pick it. Then now me the tracy the liners. What you see where now what push your room so that we can draw line and twirl. So when you put the comb there, you kind of swing it back so that it doesn't draw a black line. When you do it this way, the outcome no better say what would I know the good training, but I don't know in sharp. It will give you that illusion. So all the time, put your this in there. If you do it this way, your hand will not be black. You see barbers and their hands are dirty. It's because you are using wrong methods. Who don't say for the dye, no? No. What you see will come up. Now I spread it. You see, there's no dye here. So my hand is just working freely in his hair. And my hand wouldn't be dirty. That would be the last part. Then you I mean from example so that my hand wouldn't be dirty. Me say now my fabric. Now me the ask what now my machine. So I'll spread it now more. The affinity man spread it and come. The brush will now do the perfect work to put or to spread the dye into the head so it doesn't draw the edges. And you notice I'm just doing it right after right after the spread. Now you come to the sides. Clear the hair from the line of the comb, then pick your dye. It's that simple. Not too much of a work. If you are following the procedures right, your hand will not be dirty, your customer will not be dirty. You get a very good outcome. You see? So you come to the down. I started from where the aboy is because into the fade a bit neat and clean. Then we do that same, repeat the same thing at this end too. All the time, be guided by your lines. Be guided by the lines so that you get a very good outcome. Put your comb down, you trace it. You see, I'm holding the back of the comb. I'm not letting it stay flat on the skin so that I'll get this illusion of the dye spreading from the end into the fade. That way, your work will be neat and clean. I'm still adding people to my group on WhatsApp. So if you are also a beginner and you want to join the group, it's free, please. Nenjiska. I'm just also doing it to help you as upcoming barbers. And the group on your studies started from 9 to 10 p.m. The main point was if it started from 10 to 11. Until you are quadra, you can't be part of it. But so our time out here, you can be part. You just have to send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll send you the link to join yourself. You're in Jiska, free. You send the link, then you join it. That's all. Obaso, I'm not post near Mango. Yes, yeah, dear. Over important messages will be skipped. Do back to move. So now I go to the bushy part. Obviously, I want to find some can hold you. It's done in your WhatsApp. What does it? Done in your WhatsApp. Anyway, the customer will wait a trade. I wash if you style it, the final touch. So when you finish with this, you are not done. You let the customer sit down. You wash. So those of you guys that I'll post a video and be like, oh, we wash here, penetrate now, time. Maybe I'm a place you guys don't wash, but here we wash. We have our washing basin over there. So when we are done here, like this, you wait, then we wash. We are done now for today's haircut. I'll wash it and show you the final look. Thank you.
This is the final look. So it's looking so nice. Not a lot of enhancers. This is a natural kind of something. The beard, no dye, but it still looks nice. So that's it. You can use your great phone to give the client little twist. Very decent one. What I say. So this way, if you want to also do it this way, so simple way to one, two, you ask, I just ask a question. I don't know. One time machine is to be your wife, not to me.